Um, in this session, just introduction to collations and pattern matching. How to utilize this collations and pattern matching? Let's discuss on this topic, right? Uh, let's go see. Uh, so here we have a table of products and we have a product ID and product name, right? Let's say we have the following task, right? Write a query to return products called USB hub. That's so. See, can do that. So that way, here we have where product name equals USB hub. See, USB hub is there, right? We have enclosed character string, right? Enclosed character string USB hub, right? A single quotation marks when where clause we use. So in this case, what will happen? In this case, three words are written, right? USB hub, and USB capital, completely small, semi capital, semi non capital, right? Small letters, right? So in this case, three words are written. We get. So note that the rows with great say out text are ones that are not written by this query. Okay, so what is that? This query return a case insensitive results, right? So it doesn't depends on insensitive. Case insensitive means whether it is capital letters or small letters, it doesn't is not filter out case sensitive, right? So it gives completely USB hub, the letters taken as USB hub, and gives the output, right? So it didn't matter the text was uppercase, lowercase letters, as long it had the text string USB, right? This is because the product see the product name, why it gives the result like that is because the product name column has been set to a case, right? Case insensitive. Here the collation is a set of rules dictating how each group of characters within SQL Server are treated. Correlation is one of the best property in SQL Server, is a set of rules dictating how each group of characters within SQL Server are treated. See how it will useful. Let's see. Correlation can be set at the server level, the database level, or the column level. In three levels you can set correlation, and set at the server level, database level, and column level. Let's see how. In this case, the correlation for product name column is see Latin 1 general CI as the as the CI stands for case insensitive. Correlation product name, that how to give the structure case insensitive, and that AS is ascent sensitive. Here CA is case insensitive, AS is ascent sensitive, right? Case insensitive, ascent insensitive. An example of an ascented letter is one which ascent, one which has a dash above it. See, in few from some paragraphs we'll see that A, in above the A, some ascent sensitive is there, right? A, that phonic sound you will learn in English in intermediate level. We will learn in English, right? Phonic sound. A, that is that upper small dot is there, right? like that is that sensitive, it is not equal to normal A, right? So sensitive correlation as we have here, accented A is not same as a standard A. Accented A we will call that as an accented A is never equal to standard A, right? So okay, so to find out what correlation is used at the column level for particular table, we can get this by querying a system view in the information schema, right? Some information schema. So let's have a look at how to do that, right? So in this query we are querying a system view called columns in the information schema. Information schema is there. Information schema, from information schema dot columns, where table schema is equal to DBO and table name is equal to products. See, both conditions should satisfy, and if you use an right. Information schema has a series of system views. Information schema has series of system views and is one of several methods that SQL Server provides. See, metadata is simple data that provides information about other data. So in this case we are getting metadata information about the columns in the products table. So in this query we are selecting some columns from information schema dot columns where table schema, right? Where table schema equals table and table name equal products. Table schema equal to some DBO and table name equal to products. Let's see, in this particular example the product table belongs to the some default schema called DBO. In this particular example the product table belongs to the default schema called DBO, database objects. Note this example is not the same as the products table in the sample database, right? If we are querying the products table in sample database, we would instead need to change the table schema from DBO to OS. Alright, so with that aside, what this query is giving us is two rows which each give details on the two columns, right? In the products table, in the first row we have product ID which has a data type of input and a collection of null. On the next row we have product. See, product name column which has the type here, has the type of varchar and a collection of some unknown generals CAS. So okay, so that's how we can get the correlation for a particular column. Let's see, let's go back to our previous query. So we got 3 return when searching for the string USB hub since, right? Since this column is using a case and sensitive correlation. Let's go back to select all rows from the table. Okay, our new task is to return products where the product name equals the USB hub, that is USB is all uppercase. So USB should be all uppercase, right? Now let's see how to write the query. So in other words, now we want to do a case sensitive pattern match, right? We can do this by changing the correlation within the context of the query. So we are not actually going to change the correlation of the underlying base table, but we will just change it with the query. Okay, let's see how that. So now after the where condition, the product name equals USB hub equals USB hub. We then have the keyword correlation, that Latin general CS, case sensitive, case insensitive, case sensitive. So it should be case sensitive, and yes, we want to set it as a case sensitive correlation. So we change it from SI to C, CI to CS. Now this will return only rows where USB in uppercase and hub is all in lowercase, right? Correlation Latin general CS, yes, Latin general CS is so let's go back. Let's now some talk about pattern matching, right? So in SQL we can do wildcard searches on character data using the like operator. So let's see how to use wildcard searches. Here let's say we have the following task return products which contain the word tablet anywhere within the word tablet within the product, and then we can achieve this by writing the following query. See, just the word tablet, we want to search word tablet in the product name. How? Select product name, product ID from products where product name like some tablet. So initially that in starting and ending we added some percentage symbols, right? That those symbols are called wildcards in SQL or SQL Server both. So in the way close we have where product name like, then within a single quotation marks we put and single quotation marks and a sign on either side of the some word template, right? Single quotation mark we have to put in single quotation mark, so that this will evaluate to true for any rows for any rows which have the word tablet anywhere within the product name, right? Anywhere within the product name, the sign the percentage sign is a wildcard which represents 0 or more characters. In this case, since we have placed the percentage sign on either side of the character string tablet, it could have 0 or more characters, any characters even outside of the word, and this would evaluate to true as long as it contains the character string tablet. And the key thing to know about using wildcard characters such as the percentage sign is that you always want to use them with the like operator. Okay, so if instead we want to return rows which started with the word tablet, we can change the query to this, right? See, now we get 3 returns with the product. See, tablet, right, like that. We remove one percentage symbol like that. The way clause is, see, the way clause is now where product name like, and then in single quotation marks we have tablet percentage sign. So this is going to search for the word tablet at the start of the product name, and because we have a percentage sign, this means that the word tablet can be followed by 0 to any number of characters. So we can get 3 rows return to products name tablet text to 2000, tablet text 3000. If you want to return products that end in the word tablet, then we can instead put the percentage symbol, a percentage sign at the start, for example. See, like that. So now we only get rows return which end in the word tablet, and we can have any number of characters. Query above returns products with end with the word tablet. See, word tablet, at the end of that word. See, tablet, S12 use tablet, 7th gen tablet, like that, right? The word end with tablet. So before the word tablet, the character string we are searching for is also called a some literal SQL, and literal is some constant number or character string which is not represented by an identifier. See, so we have been using the sign as a wildcard for any number of characters. We see, characters we can place that on either side of the lateral letter, and in the next one we will be covering some more pattern matching techniques, right? Like this. Let's go to pattern matching part 2. Hello, let's see. So we are selecting from our table of products again, as shown on the left, right? Now let's say that we have been given the following task: return products with the second character. In the product name is the letter X. So if we want to have a wildcard for a certain number of characters, then we can use underscores. Let's see underscore, how to use underscore. Percentage symbol we use underscore now. So in this case we can write the following query like this. So now we have where product name like, and then within the single quotes we have an underscore, right? Underscore X percentage symbol, which means at the place of underscore was placed at the first place of the letter, right? So at that place anything you can get, and second letter should be X, and final first letter should be anything, and second letter should be one X, and the remaining letter should be anything. Like that you can get the result. So now we have product name like, then within the single quotes we have an underscore which represents the wildcard for any character. The second character must be an X, and then we have the percentage sign, so we can have any number of characters after X, right? Following X, we have two rows which meet the condition is in product. It 9 and 10 as the both have X in the second character in this respective product names. See, okay, let's how now so let's now go back to selecting rows from the table again. Now let's say we have been given a new task like return products which contain the character string used underscore. If we try underscore tablet, if we try and put this in a wildcard search with signs on either side, we are going to get a problem, because SQL is going to interpret the underscore in the string as a single character wildcard rather than an actual underscore. For example, so with this query we get two rows return. Two rows return even though it does not have a underscore in the product. Instead, it just has a blank space between word used in tablet, right? The word gets written because SQL is interpreting the underscore in the character string as a single wildcard character and not as an actual underscore. So this is not giving us what we want. If we want to search for an actual undiscovered character, then we can do this by using what's called like an escaped character and an escape keyword. This is best shown by example, right? This query gives us the result we wanted in this query about returns products with user tablet in the product. We are using the exclamation mark as an escape character, and we put the exclamation mark just before the word underscore in our literal. Then after the literal, there we have the keyword escape, and then we specify what character we are using as an escape character. So escape character you have to use. So this tells SQL to interprets the and the score as the actual underscore and not as a wildcard character. Note that we could have used that we could have used any character as an escape character. For instance, we could have used a question mark instead of an exclamation mark, for example. Gives the same result. We have just changed what character we are using as the escape character. The important thing is to make sure that the escape character is a character that does not appear in the column being searched on. So in this table, I know that there are no products which have a product name containing a question mark. Okay, let's go back to selecting our products from the table again. Now we have the new task return products with the first character is a number. New task return products where the first character is number. So how to do this? We can do this by writing the following query like the brackets 0 to 9 any number, 0 to 9 any number, and percentage starts with number and percentage, right? We have an open square bracket like that and percentage sample hyphen 0 to hyphen numbers, so close. This is a wildcard for any digit from 0 to 9 for the first character. Then we have a percentage sign indicating we can have any other characters following the digit. So this returns some row from the table of the product code when then table as it starts with that 7th gen tablet. Let's see, come back with, let's say we have the following task return products where the first character is a letter, first character should be letter, and then second character is a number. So we can achieve this by writing the following query. See, first letter should be number and second should be first letter should be any letter, and second letter should be number, any number. So in this query we have where product name like, and then within the single quotes we specify A to Z square brackets, followed by 0 to 9 and square brackets, And then we have the wildcard percentage sign, so that A to Z means that the first character can be any numeric number or letter from A to Z in the alphabetical. So we have one row, which means this condition, and this is for the product call 12, right? Product call S12 starts with alphabetical number and end with next followed by number. So in this case, the first character is the letter S, in the second character is the number. So I will see in the next lesson. Let's see introduction of data types next session.